Every woman wants this, okay? Every woman wants to be pampered. So growing up, we always wanted to be taken care of by our dads, by our parents, by the people around us. And once you become an adult, once you become a woman, it's natural to be wanting to be taken care of by your man. It is very okay to ask a man to spend money on you, get him to take you shopping, to get him to spoil you, to get him to do things for you. This is natural, this is normal. But there is a way you go about it. There is a way that you actually ask into the universe, to your man, whatever you want to call it, that actually gets you what you want. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. This is Nifty, and if you're new here, subscribe to my channel. We are trying to hit a 600 subscriber mark, and now let's talk about how you are going to get your man to literally spoil you, and not in a manipulative, not in a toxic way, but actually by truly being real and authentic and receiving from a feminine energy. First things first, not all men are the same, okay? I know everybody on the internet is like, oh, all men can't be trusted, men are like that, men are like this, and it might be true for some men, but not all men are the same. Just like women, some women cheat, some women are loyal, some women want a family, some women date for money. So in the same way, not all men are same. So the process of getting spoiled by a man starts very early in a relationship, because it starts with a man's values. If the man is somebody who grew up in poverty, who does not understand how to actually take care of a woman or spoil a woman, or is toxic in any way, then you cannot teach this man how to be generous. You cannot teach these values of being spoiled and being generous and taking care of people to somebody who doesn't even understand these values. So the first step is very basic, but pick a man who actually loves you and who actually prioritizes your happiness. Because if this man has proper values, if he's somebody who believes in God, then generosity is something that you would expect of him. So it's not about just dating a rich man, it's about dating a generous man, because there is a big difference. So many people think that, oh, I just want to date a man with money. I mean, it's great, baby girl, if you're dating a man with money, and if he's generous, if he's spending that money on you, I love that, and I would want that for all of my girlies. But even if the guy is not super wealthy, there are men out there who are still generous. They are still willing to give with what they have on their palette. And be realistic of the expectations that you have from a man. So if your guy is like not making great salary, if he's working a 9-to-5 job, and if you know that he's making like a certain amount every month, every year, then you cannot expect this man to give you a lifestyle, to afford things for you, to buy things for you that are beyond his budget. I mean, I am a Delulu girl myself, but you need to be a little bit realistic. And sometimes it means you gotta start small. You just can't expect him to take you to a Hermes store and buy you stuff. Maybe you gotta start at the dollar store, girl. Like, I don't know where you're at in your relationship and what the financial capability of your man is, but this nature of him buying things for you has to start somewhere. So even if it's like the dollar store, then go do it, because it is a start. Number 2, set the standards right from the start. And this is way easier if you are newly getting into a relationship. Then don't date a man who's doing 50-50 with you, because it's very clear that if he is a man who's like asking you to split for half of the bill every time it comes up, he is not going to have that provider mindset where he's just buying things for you for no reason. Like, he will not see the value in that. He will not understand the concept behind that. And there is no point expecting something like that from a man who cannot do it. But if you're not dating a man yet, then do not date a man if you think that he is not going to give you the kind of treatment that you want for yourself. So if you're somebody who's been in a relationship for a bit, or who's been in a long relationship, let's say you guys have like started dating since you're like teenagers, and you've been dating for like 5-10 years now, and you've reached a point in your life where things are different. When you started dating, he was not making the kind of money he is today, and today you want to be spoiled by him, then you have to be the person who initiates this change. You got to set the new precedent. You have to set a new standard so he knows what he has to do to live up to your standards. Number 3, date with intention. So if you're looking to get into a relationship just to get a guy's money, well, this video is not for you. This is not about sugar dating, okay? You need different kind of tactics to get a man who already has money to just spend money on you for no reason, because those men are smart, okay? They are businessmen. They know how to make money. So if you think you're gonna play those men, they're gonna play you right back, baby girl. And the other thing is to be patient. This was something I personally struggled with. So every time I would like start dating somebody, like try to see, okay, if they were generous, like it's been like 1 month we've been dating, like this guy has not taken me shopping yet, so maybe he's not generous. And what we don't realize is sometimes you just have to be patient, because there are some men who will meet you and start spoiling you right away, but most men take time. They want to see if you are actually worth the investment, you know? So give it time, be patient, and the right man will eventually spend the money on you. Even though he might start with something small today, like the first date might not be the grandest, but with time he is going to invest more money in you. He is going to take you out, and he is going to want to spend more money on you because he now sees you as his woman. Number 4, and this is probably a very important part, is to ask for what you want. This is so important because we women think that, okay, you know, I want to be taken care of. I want to be treated this way. I want to be pampered this way. I want to be spoiled this way. I want him to do that for me, book this vacation for me. And we have all these thoughts and ideas in our head of what it should be like. But the thing is, baby girl, your man cannot read your mind. So you have to actually let him know that these are the expectations that you have from him, that you at least know if he's going to live up to your expectations or not. Because if you never really vocalize them, if you never tell him about what are the things that you want, or you ask him in a nice, soft way, like he might want to do these things for you. Like let's say you've been dating for 10 years and this guy, like, you know, doesn't open doors for you or doesn't like take you shopping, whatever it is. But if you want those things for yourself, you have to ask. You have to let him know that this is something that you would want to have. And it's all about asking in a soft, feminine way. It's not about, oh, you know, we've been doing this for so long, you haven't like taken me shopping, when are you gonna take me shopping? And you don't like bother him and like pester him into taking you to shopping. That is not what this is about. This is about asking in a nice, genuine way. It's like literally, it's so easy. Just be like, babe, you know what, I would like really appreciate it if you could go like shopping someday. Babe, next week, instead of taking me out on a date, like how about we just go shopping and you just buy me something? It's so simple. I think like the act of asking has somehow been villainized, especially when it comes to financial matters, and women asking money from a guy has somehow, it's just been stigmatized as a bad thing, but it's not. Normalize asking your man the things that you want. Because how men think and women think are very different. A man literally wants to do the bare minimum to keep his woman happy. So if you're somebody who's like not asking for much and you're just being happy and content with what you have, your man is gonna think that, okay, you know, I'm giving her these things and she's happy because, you know, she's not complaining, she's not asking for more, she's fine with what she has, so she's fine. The man will try to give you the bare minimum, and this is normal. This is like every man. He will try to give you whatever he thinks is in his capacity to keep you happy. And for some guys, this capacity is more. For the other guys, this capacity is less. But the way you raise his standards, you raise his capacity, is by asking. You gotta let him know that it's something that you want. And another easy way to get a guy to get something for you is every time he like messes up or makes a mistake. I think that's like one of the easiest ways to get a guy to like take you shopping. Because let's say he did something which he was not supposed to do, and now you're angry and you're upset, and just be like, okay, you've made me upset, like what are you gonna do to make up for this? Like straight up, like, you know, you fight with him all the time, like you throw tantrums at him. Make it okay to include finances and shopping and taking you out and all these things into the relationship, because finances are part of your life. Finances are part of your relationship. So don't look at it as two separate things, like, oh, I give him love and finances are something that's different, that's out of the relationship. No, it's all together in. When you're with a person, everything is connected. The love that you give, because you give him value through your love, through your nurturing, and he gives you value through his love and attention that you feel when he buys you things. So it's completely okay. It's a very fair transaction, okay? And number 5, manifest it, baby girl. Like, if you want something, talk about it. And I find that in younger guys, because they've not dated a high value woman, so they don't know how to take care of a high value woman. So sometimes you just got to talk to them to let them know what kind of lifestyle that you are used to. Sometimes, like, talk about what my past boyfriends have done for me, just so the guy that I'm with right now can get an understanding of what my standards are and what I'm used to. And if you're somebody who's been in a relationship for a long time, you can talk about, oh, my friend, like, her boyfriend does this thing for her. I think it's really nice. And if your guy's a little slow, he still doesn't get the clue, you can literally, like, drop clues in there, like, it would be really nice if we did it too. And that's the thing, right? Like, if a guy really likes you, he's going to pay attention to the small things. He's going to make sure you are actually taken care of and your needs are met. And this is where the saying, if he really loved you, he would come into effect. Because if he knows that you are his woman and you want something and he's still not responding to your need, well, maybe that is something for you to reconsider where you guys are standing in your relationship. But if you're with a man and if he sees the value in you, if he sees that you're worth the investment, he really loves you, he respects you, there is absolutely no reason for him to not spoil you, to not take you shopping when you want to. And in the end, I want to tell you guys that in order for you to receive this kind of treatment, princess treatment, being spoiled, being taken out, being taken on trips, being taken to shopping, like all these things, for it to manifest in your life, first off, you gotta believe that you are worth it. You gotta believe that this is something that's possible for you. And if that means giving it to yourself first, then do it. I think that is the easiest way to get anybody, like any guy, give you princess treatment, any guy spoil you, is to do it to yourself first. Because if you're a woman who's already taking care of yourself, who's spoiling herself, well, if a man comes into your life, he is expected to do more than what you already do, because you've already set the standard so high for yourself. So if you see yourself as somebody who's worthy, somebody who's worth the value, then he is also going to see you the same way, and he is also going to want to give you this princess treatment. And last but not the least, do not feel guilty. Like I said, this society has somehow at some point stigmatized the idea of women receiving from a man in a financial capacity. And I think this is something that needs to be normalized once again, because it's very okay for a woman to receive, because that is what being in your feminine energy is all about. And I truly believe that the biggest flex a man can have is to put a woman in her feminine energy. And putting a woman in her feminine energy means taking off the stress from her life, whether it be emotional, financial, any kind of stress, like to keep her in a safe environment where she feels whole and complete and nourished and in her feminine energy, and she's able to receive and nurture everything that a guy brings home. She's able to nurture it and make it 10 times better. That is when a woman is in her feminine energy. And the biggest flex a man can have is the ability to put a woman in her feminine energy so she can truly thrive and help him thrive in his life as well. And share this video with somebody who needs to watch this, because there's so many women out there who actually want to receive, but they don't know how to ask. They don't know how to not feel guilty about it. So share this with another girlfriend who might benefit from this video. And once again, subscribe to my channel. Let me know in the comments if something stood out for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a presence, a light on this planet. God loves you, and I will see you another time. Bye.